Hi guys, it's Janet back with another really fun test tube treat project for you. Again, as I've mentioned, this is the season of treats. It's also the season of gift giving, and this would be a really fun way to give a holiday gift. But of course, birthdays happen as well during the fall and the holidays, so I have a birthday variation for you. What's really cool about these is that they actually stand up. They are actually an easel. And so they stand up and they are designed to hold 5 of the test tube treats. For our cup of cheer, this uses our Mary Cafe, coordinating with the coffee framelits that are in the annual catalog. And of course, you could put all kinds of different coffee grounds in there, different kinds of creamers. You can put, you could make this a hot cocoa kit with marshmallows, the hot cocoa powder, some chocolate shavings, and some other little pieces. So some different options for you with the cup of cheer with the 5 different ideas there. And then this one is a birthday kit. It's kind of like a little do-it-yourself birthday kit. You have the sprinkles for the cupcake. You have the candles. You have some chocolate because, got to have something treaty. You have a balloon to blow up. And then, of course, you have your birthday gift. You have some good old-fashioned cash there. And who doesn't love good old-fashioned cash? So kind of a little fun little DIY birthday kit. And I'm sure that that would be well received. And the nice thing about this is I can fold the easel up and I can put this in a little oversized envelope and I could actually mail it. So it would be like a birthday party in the mail. So let's take a look at how we created these. Okay, so what we're going to start with is we're going to start with a piece of cardstock that is 11 inches long by 4 1/4. And you're going to see that while these boxes line up perfectly with the edge, this box here is going to be slightly smaller than the edge. And the reason why I did that is this is 2 even cuts from an 8.5 by 11. Doing it this way, I was always being left with this tiny little sliver, and I was like, oh, there's got to be a better way. And cutting this in half lengthwise, it still fits in an envelope for me to mail. So you're going to start with 4.5 inches by 11 inches. Then for this piece here, it is 6 1/4 inches by 4 1/4 across. Okay, so 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 across for this piece. And you know what? Let's write some of these down. So the base, we've got 11 inches by 4 1/4 inches, and then for the box, you have 6 1/4 inches by 4 1/4 inch. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually this one may work out. I think I extended it all. Okay, so let's start first with the easel. It's the easiest way to go, and it's the easiest one to do. Stampin' Up's trimmer, if you're not familiar with it, has both a scoring blade and a cutting blade. I always put S and C on mine, even though they're different colors when you're crafting late at night and it's dark, or you're in a hurry, or like crafters always are, we're chatting usually with somebody beside us. That's just kind of that quick visual reminder. You're able to move the cutting blade out of the way. You don't have to take it out, which I love. And so we're going to start here at 4 inches. So we'll score at 4 inches. And then we're going to put that on the 4-inch mark. And we'll score again. And now we're just going to move it over 1 inch and put the score mark on 1 inch. So you have 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, all the way over to 4. And so you have 2 4-inch sections, 3 1-inch sections. 4, 4, 1, 1, 1. Okay, and I'll have a picture of this master on my blog. And then, of course, you want to use your bone folder and you want to get some nice creases. And I just like to go back and forth on all of my crease marks. So let's set that aside for just a second. And for this, I like to use, and I'll bet I don't have, oh, yep, I do, yay, tear and tape, just because I want it to be really, really sturdy. And so, again, you're going to work your creases. Get those nice creases in. And you're just going to fold this up like an accordion, back, in, so that you make a W, like my last name, Wakeland. And now I'm going to go ahead and take our tear and tape. And let's pull that up. We'll set that right there. And while it's still folded, I'm going to bring this to the back side so that it lines up nice. And there I've got the easel part. Okay, so now we can set that part aside. And what we're going to do next is we're going to work on our 6 1/4 inch piece. So on our 6 1/4 piece, what we're going to do is on the long side, and I want to just double check my measurements, 1/2 inch. So we're going to come in here at the 1/2 inch mark. Make sure it's lined up all the way up and down that line. And we're just going to give it a good score. We're going to pull it out, flip it around, and do the same thing on the other side. So at the 1/2 inch mark, we're going to do that. Okay. So we've got 2 long scores on these sides here. I'm just going to bend them lightly so you can see them. So you've got 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch. And let me make these notes so that you can see them. So this is a 1/2 inch. And it's on the long side, on the 6 1/4 side. Okay. Then you're going to come in 2 and 3. We're working on this side here now, okay? And actually, this was. Did I do this wrong, guys? Nope, I did it right. Okay, this is on the short side. I'm so sorry. This is on the 4 1/4 side. I really apologize. So you're going to hold it with the long lengthwise. So hold it lengthwise. 4 1/4 going this way, left to right, and then the 1/2 inch marks. Then you're going to turn it, and on the 6 1/4 inch side, we're going to put 2 score marks. We're going to do one at 2 3/4, and we're going to move it over, and we're going to do 3 1/4. Okay, and let's make those notes for you. So we made one mark at 2 3/4, and then the other mark at 3 1/4. And what that does is that gives us another 1/2 inch here in the middle. We want to take our snips, and we're going to just snip up to the line of that first 1/2 inch score mark. And then we'll just fold those tabs in. We'll just crease everything here for a second. And now what you're going to do is a tab goes behind and one goes on the front. And you're going to put your tear and tape along that edge, and the same thing on the other side, and you've created a little mini box. And then this piece, you're going to put 2 or 3 strips of, and I like to put, see how this flap folds? I like to make sure they're facing towards the back. And I was right, it is going to be a little smaller because of folding it in. And I like to line it up with the bottom, and then there you have your little holder just like that. And then it's going to stand. Okay? So we have 4 1/4 across, 1 inch or 1/2 inch marks. This is 6 1/4 across, and we're scoring at 2 3/4 and 3 1/4. And I will go ahead and I will have all of these dimensions printed out, and I will have pictures of this actually on my blog for you so that you can come in and gather those. So make sure you stop by remarkablycreated.com, both for pictures of these as well as all of the ordering information, and then the information for this for you. Thanks, guys.